Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show what this program is, SonarTRX. Those of you that have a Garmin and want to be able to take your stuff and take a look at it online, right? That's what this can do for you. So I'll just kind of do a quick thing. So this is actually Google Earth. So I'm not going to show the part right now, but this is Holloway Reservoir. And I launched. I'm in the Flint, Michigan area, and a little bit older laptop, so I'm asking a lot out of it to kind of do all these and record at the same time. But so I launched, as you can tell, I launched the boat launch to kind of scan up one way and back, right? A lot of this I was on plane, so not all that great scan. So I'm gonna kind of pull in here. This is an area that I started to slow down, and I did where it was slow. So we pull in here, zoom in, and I've ran this through. I adjusted some minor things in the program in this, and I asked it to output. So I output it as a KMZ file, which it will go right into Google Earth, right in the areas that you scan, show your track, and overlay images. So what you kind of see here, I caught the edge of this on the first scan and saw the shadow. I was kind of excited. Knew that shadow generally means something standing up off the bottom some on a side scan. So what you did see, you saw me come to another path. I caught it again on the other side. I remember because I was in the boat. And then I made another turn. So one thing you kind of do when you're shipwreck hunting is you make a pass one way, make a pass back, and then you do a closing concentric circle with your down scan to run over the top of something. But that wound up just being a weed bed, right? Nothing real exciting. But here's also the other thing. Let's say the mosaic. You want to see what it does. It tells you a sonar image, time of date. It gives you a lot of information right on your output. And you can actually share these with other people that have Google Earth. I was going to try to go down here a little bit where I actually saw some things that were kind of, I don't know, not real interesting, but to give you an idea of what the capabilities of the UHD scanner is. Here again, looking at it, probably a log, probably a weed bed, some rocks. In fact, I know what that rock is. There's a buoy tied to that rock that's on the surface of the water. Again, weed beds. So this, what you see here, water got shallow. So I went from a wider scan to a shorter scan, right? That's what's happening with those black spots. But like I said, you can actually lay this down and look at everything you scan and go back and look. But this kind of gives you an idea of the capabilities, right? And of course, I went into flyover mode. Let's see if I can't get out of that real easy. There we go. I was going to try to get down here just because I thought it was kind of neat where I did the turnaround. You see kind of the weed beds on the bottom. So this is actually part of the old Flint River. Not all. It's the Flint River before it gets to Flint, Michigan. So the water is decent, right? So here you'll kind of see that I came back on a track. I was trying to figure out what this is. I do believe it's just well, see this up here? It's probably that right there, right? One of those in the water. But this is what I said is kind of neat down here. You can see it. It's a log, right? Look at that. I don't go too far. It's a branch. You can see the branch. You can see the log with the shadow. So this is the Garmin UHD. So GT, I think I'm a GT54 ultra high def. So they came out with a GT56, which actually has a little bit better scanning resolution, but I am looking at deeper. I'm going to be going out and searching sometimes as deep as 400 feet water. So with that, the GT54 is the better. The ultra high def GT54 is the better. So I just wanted to kind of show that. I told you I'd kind of go over it. I will do another video later to show you kind of how to process to go ahead and process it in SonarTRX. The best way I've found, and cost-wise, guys, it's not cheap, but it's also comparatively, it's not as expensive as our units. Matter of fact, I would love to see Garmin reach out and maybe offer a deal with SonarTRX for its users, but it's I think $275. I had some other friends that got it cheaper before. Back when they had a Garmin only download. Now it's there's processes any. They have it all together in one. You can basically process any sonar data, which for someone like me is good because I do some shipwreck hunting, right? I do have friends that have Lowrance's, other ones that have Ray Marine. A friend of mine is sponsored by Ray Marine Axiom. He also has a Klein. Those that can afford a Klein, the software isn't an issue. I can't afford a Klein. The Klein itself is probably somewhere in the $8,000 to $26,000 range, depending on which unit you get. So he runs 2 Axioms and a Klein, depending on which boat he's running. So, but that's just kind of something that you might like to see. Like I said, you don't have to do the outputs into Google Earth. You can actually just do a running scan to scan over from looking at your right side beam or your left side beam. Time frame. It does have some things built in for kind of automatic target detection. Like I said, I can go over that as I learn it more. I'll do another video. Hopefully that helps and you guys enjoy it.